strong through the center. Take your hands onto your shoulders and circle back. Lovely big circles. Right. One more time. Now hold it there. Now rotate right, left. So we're going to go around to the right and then round to the left. So nice deep breath. Remember Wednesday we talked about diaphragmatic breathing. So lovely deep breaths as you turn. Okay. So nice deep breath. Breathe in and then turn and breathe out. And again, squeeze onto those glutes. Don't let them go. Breathe in and then breathe out. Place the hands down at the side of you. Circle back the right arm and then the left arm. And then do both arms together. And two. And again, so circle back on the right and then over onto the left and then back together. 1 and 2. Okay guys, shoot the arms up to the ceiling into a shoulder press. Take them out into a lateral abduction and then push them down towards the floor. Now circle back the shoulders for 2. Okay, let's do it again. Just shoot the arms up, then you come open, then I press down. Now I'm going to do one shoulder circle. Okay, let's do that again. So I come up and open, I come down and I push back. Okay, hands on thighs, squat back. So down we go and lift. Yeah. Down and lift. And because our legs are nice and wide, come down nice and low. But obviously we're still warming up, so we need to get that synovial fluid, rushing around the body. So we need to bring the heart rate up a little bit further. So don't come down too deep at this point. Okay. So come down just 3 little pulses, yeah? 1 and 2 and 3 and lift. And again, so come down 1, 2, 3 and lift. Lovely. Circle back on the right arm and then over onto the left arm and then both together. 1. And then do that little arm sequence where you come up and open and then you come down and roll the shoulders. Okay. And now we'll squat down. So we just do normal squats, just up and down, yeah? So just do 4, 2, 3. And then we're going to do a side-to-side lunge. I'm going to go over to my right side. So I'm going to come into my side lunge and then side lunge left. So I want us to feel the stretch as we open up the hips and into the lower back. That's it, lovely. Oh, his feet a bit stiff there today. I'm sure it's the cold weather. Makes it all a bit creaky, doesn't it? Over we go, right and then left. Let's keep the legs nice and wide, cat-cow. So coming up into your cat stretch. Nice C-curve through the spine and then press into your cow stretch. So press away. And again, so come up and under into your cat and then through into your cow. From this position, just wag the tail, yeah? So just move back and forth, back and through the hips, right and left. So you're feeling the stretch into those hamstrings as well. 1, 2, okay. Center, come up to the top. Take the arms open wide, now squat down. I'm gonna come down and lift. Yeah. Now I'm going to take my right arm, stay here. I'm going to come around and then I'm going to do a squat. And now I'm going to do the left arm and I'm going to do a squat. Okay. Now from here, I'm going to come over to my right side. So if you notice my hips are square and then over to the left, yeah? So notice it's all moving from the ribs. Yeah, so isolate the hips and just move from the ribs. Over we go and through. Okay, 2 more. 1 and 2. Okay, come down. Place your hands down onto your thighs and come up into your cat and then through into your cow. Now wag your tail. Wag through. That's it. And push and push. Bring yourself up to the top. Arms open. Isolate the hips and then come over. Remember you saw, let's think about isolation. I watched Strictly Come Dancing on a Sunday on the sort of the boat off, and was it Bruno? I can't remember the judge's name. He talked about Molly doing her dance where she uses her ribs and her hips at the same time. She's absolutely amazing. But remember when he did a little show, he showed you how to isolate the hips and use the ribs. and then vice versa. I wonder if you saw that on Sunday. Might have, might not, but anyway, just thought I'll let you know, talk about isolation, round and through. Okay, lunge down into your right side. So I want you to come down a bit deeper now. Okay, so I'm coming down lower towards my thigh. Okay, I'm going to come over, I'm going to place my left hand down. I'm going to take my right arm up to 12 o'clock and I'm going to pulse back. 1, 2, 3, and hold. One more time. Pulse. 1, 2, 3, and hold. Okay. Place the hand down and shoot up to center. Come up to center, give you a lateral flexion. So over to right. So we've kept the legs in this position. So the pelvis is open as we work through the upper body. So it's a lovely lateral flexion, opening up through the sides of the back and into the waist area. So it's lovely. Okay, let's take the arms down. Okay, and now I'm going to come over and I'm going to lunge over to my left side. Now I'm going to take my right hand down and I'm going to take my left arm up and peel it away to 12 o'clock. I'm going to go into 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3, and hold. One more. 1, 2, 3, and hold. Place that down, lift up to the top, open the arms, now ripple forward and open, and again, and open. Now bring the right arm across the body, but as I do, I'm just going to turn the hip, yeah, and then the other side. A little turn, a little bit of rotation, bring it in internally into the center, and then the other side. Okay. Go back to rolling. So I roll forward and open back, and again, roll it forward and open back. Now, turn the hip with you. Little turn, not too much, yeah? Little rotation through the hip. 2 more, 1 and 2. Okay. Take your arms open, to close the arms down into dart position, bring the right foot in and then the left foot in. Tap over to the right and join in with the left. So abduction and adduction, yeah? So tap it over and through, over and through. So take the arms with you, yeah? So it's 1 and 2. So I'm going into a lateral abduction with the arms. If the arms don't work with the legs, then take them away, all right? So I'm going to come 1, 2, 3. Now 4, hold it here. Tap it out for 3. 1, so keep the right leg bent, yeah, just a slight bend. Tap it over, 1, close. Tap out for 3. So my left leg, supporting leg, is slightly bent. So it's an angle, then over. 1, close. So come down low. 2, 3. Bring it up, over. Tap it out. 1, 2. Nearly lost my balance. 3. Tap it out and hold. Take it over to the right. Just moving from the hips, from the ribs. So isolating through those hips. 2 more. Okay. Guys, take the right arm with you in front. And as you do, bend into the left knee and the other side. Over, that's it. So it's a big circle. Yeah, so you bend into the knee, over and through, over and through. Okay. Guys, place the hands down, bring the feet in together, lunge forward on the right. So lunge, come down, lift, and take it back. 1, 2, up, and take back, yeah? 1, come down, up, take back. I'm going to come forward without taking it into, so I'm going to come down into a deep lunge, okay? From there, I'm just going to take my hands at the side of the head and I'm going to come over into a rotation to my right side. Then I'm going to go into a little flexion and up, yeah? Place my hands down, push back, yeah? The other side. I come into my lunge position, static lunge. Over we go. I'm going to rotate round to my left. Then I'm going to go into lateral flexion. And then up, and then place it back. Okay, let's do that again. So you come forward, hands to the side of the head, over into rotation, now into lateral flexion. Okay, from here, hands down, push back in, the other side. Down, hands to head. Over we go, into our rotation to begin with. So a little balance challenge as well, up and through, hands down, and reach it back in. Guys, just drop your head, neck and shoulders, and roll that all the way down, all the way through. And now, inhale, exhale, and bring it up to the top. Up to the top we go, and reach those shoulders back and down. And again, let's roll it down. Down we go. Oh, lovely. As low as you can down towards the floor, and then bring it back up. Now, as I come back up, I'm going to take my arms up with me. I'm going to go into the little back extension. Okay. Now, guys, I'm going to come up to the top. I'm going to place my hands into a prayer position. Yeah, so hands just towards the sternum. And I'm going to come down into a little squat. So a little squat. So my feet slightly wider than hip distance. Yeah, down into that little squat. Okay. Down. Okay, I'm going to do hip rotations. I'm going to release my hands. I'm going to rotate round over on my right. Hands come together. There's my squat. I take them away and I come round, yeah? So push down, release, and round we go, yeah? Down, release, round we go. Down, and release, and round. One more time. Down, release, and round. Okay, circle the arms round in front. For 4. 1, 2. So lifting through those ribs. 3 and 4. Now, bring the hands in together, come down into a squat, release the hands and hip circle. Take the arms round in front for 2. 1 and 2. Bring the hands together, give me a squat, release the hands, hip rotation, round and through. Arms in front for 2. 1 and 2. Bring your hands into prayer position, come down into squat, release the hands, hip rotation. Come round in front for 2, just for 2. So I'm just rotating through upper and lower body, hands together, squat down, rotate onto the left leg. Okay, round we go, let's put that together. 1, 2, hands together, rotate through the hip on the right. Now we do 2 arms, so we always come back to center before we come down again, and then we rotate into the left, and then round. And 2. Okay guys, place the right leg behind the left and reach over. And then the other side, reaching over. It's like a little curtsy, but a tall curtsy. And go. And one more time. Okay guys, let's take the legs up nice and wide. Right, so from here, I'd like us to place the hands onto the shoulders and circle round. Okay, hold them here and now rotate round to the right. And then around to the left. Okay, let's synchronize our breathing. So inhale, and then a big exhale. Remember that breathing. Hands down at the side, single, single, double. So turn around on my right and left. Just nice and slow. Not too much thinking here. Yeah, simple choreography. Round we go. And we're going to do that arm sequence after we've done our 2 big circles. We're going to take the arms up to the top. And we're going to take them out to the side. It's that lateral abduction. We're going to take them down and we're going to circle around the shoulders. Let's do that again. So I come up, open, down, and through. Give me 4 squats. So we're going to come down nice and low. Yeah, so you can now think about pushing the pelvis back and dropping the tailbone down towards the floor. A little bit of external rotation on the feet as well. Come down 3 and 1. 1, 2, 3, and lift. And again, and down 1, 2, 3, and lift up. One more time. And we're going to do lunges right to left. Okay, up we go. So lunge into the right side and then into the left side. And again, over to right and then over to left. So I'm going to go over to right I'm going to place my left hand down. I'm going to go to 12 o'clock. I'm going to pulse back for 3. 1, 2, 3, and hold. And again, 1, 2, 3, and hold. Place that hand down, push the center and lift the arms up with you. Give me a lateral flexion, right, left. So over, right, and then left. One more time each side, 1. Now I'm going to take the arms down, right to the side of us. I'm going to lunge down over into my left side. Take my right arm down to floor. I come up, take it away and pulse, 12 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, and hold. One more time. 1, 2, 3, and hold. Place the hand down, shoot up and take the arms open to the side. Then use the wrists. Yeah, so over to the right and then over to the left. And again. So look at yourself in your mirror, right, or your into your monitor, and just make sure that this is staying really still. So you're working from the waist, yes? We're not doing this, yeah? Over. I lost concentration and over. I told you what not to do, and I wanted to do it myself. Over and through. Okay, let's center, ripple forward. So ripple forward and open. We're going to do that little rotation of the hip. So bring the right arm over, do a little rotation there, and the other side. Okay, ripple it forward. So ripple forward and open, then into rotation. Into rotation, and then into rotation. Lovely. From there, guys, draw the arms down, and then bring the feet in, 1 and 2. Give me a step touch. I'm just going to do a normal step touch, yeah? 2, 3, and 4. Now step it over and hold it here. Tap it out. 1, 2, and 3. Bring it back up, step it over. Other side. 1, 2. So nice and low. The second time, go lower. Yeah, lower. 1, 2, 3. Step it up. Take it over. Last time, nice and low. 1, 2, 3. Okay, step it over and close. From here, drop your head, neck and shoulders, and then just roll it down. Make sure bending the knees slightly. Take that pressure away. Any stiff lower backs. This is going to be much nicer. Inhale, exhale, and then come up. Take your shoulders back and down. We're going to do that again. We're going to add in an arm extension. I'm going to roll it down, roll it through. Okay, up we go to the top, and then the shoulders back and down. Now I add in the arm extension and then back extension. Yeah, here's my back extension. Okay, bring it over and down. Step forward into a lunge. 1, 2, 3, and lift it up. Other side. 1, push down, up. I'm going to do 2 more, and then we're going to do those lunges with our rotation, yeah, and lateral flexion. 1, 2, 3. Now bring it forward. From here, we're going to rotate, and then I'm going to go into lateral flexion. Okay, I'm going to take the hands away. I'm going to push back the other side, over, hands ready to go into that rotation. One side always better than the other on balance. Okay, come up and through, curtsy behind. So curtsy over, the other side, over. 2 more. 1, I think we're nearly there, aren't we? I think we've tried everything. Over we go. Okay guys, circle back the shoulders. 2 and 2. Circle the arm in front of you and just step into, like push it into the knee. Yeah, into the knee. Okay, from here, come down into a little squat. We're nearly there. Release the hands and hip rotation. Circle the arms in front for 2. Bring the hands into prayer position and then squat down. Hip rotation over onto the left. 2 big circles. Hands together, come down. 1 more time, hip rotation. And then 2 bars, lovely. Think about really lifting up those ribs. Hands together, come down. Hip rotation. and then around we go. This is it, guys, we are here. Hands at the side, come over into a right, lateral flexion, and left. 2 more, 1, and 2. There, we did it. We did our standing sequence today in our winter chill flex. Okay, guys, go and get your mats, roll them out, go have a drink of water, whatever you need to do, and then we're going to progress onwards with our floor exercises. There we go. Okay, so a little setup, starting in a couple of seconds. All right. Okay, guys, so side of the mat, yeah? Feet facing forward. All right, so from here, are we all together? Yeah, all right. All right, so from here, let's drop down, head, neck and shoulders. And let's roll it down. Let's come into our downward dog position. Remember I spoke to you on Wednesday about it, about the heels, if they don't go down, then don't worry, I hope you're doing your stretches at home. Okay, I'm going to take my right foot behind my left, and I'm going to place it down, and I'm going to curtsy the other side. Okay, I'll place that down. I'm going to walk the hands a little bit further away from me, so I'm now got more space to push down into my heels. Okay, then I'm going to come up onto the balls of my feet, and I'm going to come down. Yeah, so I'm just releasing down, and then back up, and heels down. I'm going to walk the hands a little bit further away. All right, so I'm now in like a long V position. I've got more room. Okay, I'm going to come up onto the balls of my feet. I'm going to come forward into plank. Yeah, I'm going to come up and drop down the heels. Okay, and again, I'm going to come forward into plank. Remember, you can always bring the knees down if you want to. Okay, one more time. Up we go. And then I'm going to come forward into plank. From plank position, I'm going to bring my right foot in, okay, and then settle back. So I'm going to push myself back. So I'm now, my left knee is just down onto the mat, okay. Hands are in front, okay, so hands are down. And from here, I'm going to place my inside hand down and the leg facing, I'm not going to do all use rights and lefts always because you may be working differently because I can't see all of you. The arm that's in line with the leg at that 90 degree, I'm going to lift it up. So open out. And then release it down and through. From here, I'm going to bring that leg in. So I'm going to bring it in from this position. Okay. I'm going to fold it up, not roll up. I'm going to fold up. So I'm going to release the hands. I'm going to fold up. Okay. And again, I'm going to fold down. Yeah. Fold up. One more time. Fold down. Okay. Now, in this position, take the other leg behind. All right. And take the other leg behind. From this position, guys, drop the knee down. So now my other leg is in a 90 degree. My back leg, my knee is down. Okay. My inside hand is going to stay there. Foot to hand. Yeah. Then my other arm, I peel it away, float it away, just like a bird. Taking it up to the ceiling and hold it there. Okay. Place that hand down. This leg that's at bent degree, where we've got a lovely hip flexor stretch there, I'm going to bring it in to join. So I'm going to bring it in, okay? From there, I'm going to fold up, and fold down. Okay. Place your hands down onto the floor, onto your mat. Take the right leg back, take the left leg back, drop the right knee, drop the left knee, and then sit back into child's pose. Okay, lovely. Hold that there. Now take the hands away and just place them behind you. Okay, so just facing behind your body. Placing your head down onto the mat and just relax there. Okay. And then from there, guys, I'm going to lift my body away from the mat. And I'm going to come up into kneeling. Yeah? Hands are still behind if you can. Drop down into a kneeling squat. Lower down towards the floor. Head down and through. Bring it up into kneeling and up to the top. Okay. Release the hands. Take the hands away and come up to the top. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Come up. We're going to come off our knees now. Those who don't like being on knees, we're coming off. Okay. Come down onto your side. All right. So come down onto your side. Off your knees onto your side. What I would like you to do is just come onto your elbow and your forearm. Okay. And then from there, I want you to lift up. So I'm not pushing myself in this position. Yeah. I'm up nice and tall. So feel proud. Yeah. Looking over rather than slouching. Yeah. From here, to reach up my arm. So pulling up even further to the ceiling. Pulling my waist in away from the mat. And then lower that down. Okay, still keeping a lot of space here. So think of it like a triangle. Up again. But this time, as I lift, I'm going to extend my top leg. Yeah, just extend my top leg. And then I'm going to bring that back in and down. Okay. Now I'm going to reach a little further away. I'm a bit short on space. This time, I'm going to come up. So I'm extending my leg here. And I'm coming up into a side plank. Now, as I lower it down, I'm going to take the foot down and I'm going to thread the needle. So I'm taking it through and under. Then I'm going to come up and lift, leg in line with the hip. I'm going to bring it down as I lower the foot down and draw it under. One more time. Up and through into side plank. And then round, lace it under. Place your legs down, one on top of the other. Okay. From this position, lower down, head, neck and shoulders. Take the feet away from the mat and then open and close. So you go into your clam. Yeah. Open and close. So working through the outside of the thighs. It's lovely. We can do this on knees. But those who don't like being on knees or a knee replacement or anything, any knee issues, it's just so much nicer to do it in this position. Open and close. Two more. Open. Close. One more. And close. Okay. Guys, lower the feet down towards the floor. Now roll over onto your back. Right? Come over onto your back. Hands down, just at the side view. Just get yourself relaxed before we move, okay? We're going to come on to the other side in a moment. Before we do, let's just find that neutral position. Let's find our personal neutral position. We're just rolling the pelvis forward and back. Lovely movement, so roll through. And as I said on Wednesday, every day our neutral is different. So try and find about now, where you are, where your body is most comfortable. From there, open your arms to an aeroplane. And then just take your right leg into a tabletop and then your left. Okay, you're in neutral, that's not going to move. Okay, I'm going to tap down on my right and then I'm going to come up and then tap down onto my left. The little taps. So I want you to get used to this, so this sort of mind-body connection. So just because you're tapping down, yeah, you're not rocking, it's not looking like this, yeah, we're just a tap. The other leg stays in tabletop. And we tap through. Remember, again, we did this on Wednesday. And I did say if you wanted to use the ball, you could. If your ball is nearby and you would prefer to use the ball in this exercise, even though we're not going to be here long, or a blanket or a cushion or anything, yeah? If you want to, it's easier on the pelvis, then please do so. What is happening now is we're working, say, from ribs down. Yeah, so ribs down into the lower tummy muscle. Okay, I'm going to change this into a leg extension. So rather than a tap, I'm going to take it into an extension. Yeah, on the other side. So the arms are just into a position of just relaxation. Yeah, it's lovely just to allow the upper body just to be nice and relaxed onto the mat. Okay, so we're going to bring in a little bit of reciprocal work. We're going to start to wake up our brain on this Friday, our last Friday of Zoom in November, December, not yet. Okay, now I'm going to peel away my right arm. I'm going to leave my legs still. Then I'm going to peel away my left arm. Okay. My right arm is going to lead and my left leg is going to extend. I'm going to come away, take the arm behind the head into extension, and then I come in. So I'm going to make the movement nice and slow. And on Wednesday, we talked about the speed of the movements. And I know some of you like to work faster than others, but you need to ask yourself, by working faster, are you working correctly? Are your legs in tabletop? Are you staying in neutral? Are your abdominals connected? Are they braced? And all these things, when we're working so quick, have you actually got time to think about it? Yeah. So it's not just about executing. Let's just do it. As Marisa says, we're going to do 8 reps. Let's do 8 reps. Think about it. Yeah. Think about the movements. Now, all of us should be feeling it into those hip flexors. Yeah. Right into here. Yeah. All of us. One more. So lengthen and up. And lengthen and up. Okay. Roll over onto your side that you were. Take the top leg and push the heel in towards the bottom. Okay, I'm just going to raise it because I can't see you all. So bring it in. Now I'm going to take the foot and I'm going to bring it a little bit further back. So I've got a stretch into the front of my thigh and into the hip flexor. Okay. That feels nice, doesn't it? Okay. I'm going to release down. I'm going to push myself up. I'm going to come up into seated position. Okay. From there, I'm going to bring the feet around to the front, and I'm going to place my right hand down. I'm going to reach over with my left arm. And then you'll do the other side. It's time to go over onto the other side. Bring yourself around. Okay. So begin. So from here, remember, lift up. Yeah, so it's a nice tall movement, yeah? Then lift the arm up. So this is an option 1. You can just do these as many times. So you're lifting up through the ribs, hips stay square. Okay, now, as I come up, I'm just going to raise my top leg away. I'm keeping my weight down onto the mat. Away, abduct it away. Now I'm going to take my weight up with me. So I'm going to come up into a side plank, and this leg here in line if you can with the hip. If you can't, you can leave it down if you want to, right? But I don't want it to come up any higher. I'm sure we can go up any higher. Now as I lower it down, I'm going to lace through and thread the needle. Then I'm going to come up, and then I'm going to lace through and thread my needle. 2 more, up, through. 1 more time, up. Now as we lace it through, okay, we bring it down, top leg on top, and down we go. Okay, now I'm going to bring my head down onto my arm, onto my bicep. I'm going to take my feet away, and I'm going to open and close onto my clam. Okay, so open pelvis and close. So what we were doing earlier as well on the standing sequence when we were squatting and hip rotation. So we're warming up all the ligaments and tendons and muscles in this area. So when you come down onto the mat, you may not know it now, but you possibly can come open further than what you were able to if you hadn't done the hip rotation. Okay, 2 more. I'm going to come over. 1, and then last one. I'm going to come down, bringing my feet back down onto the mat. I'm going to push up and then I'm going to come into a seated position. Now, from this position, I'm going to bring one leg forward and the other leg back. Okay. From here, I'm just going to reach forward. Yeah, I'm going to reach it forward. I've got my stretch into my right leg. Yeah, so into my right glute. I'm going to bring it back into the center. I'm going to take the right arm down and I'm going to lift over. And change. So let's go to the other side. Okay, so glute stretch to begin with. This is a really good stretch. If you're a cyclist or runner, you need to get really deep into those glutes that get so tight. A little bit of lower back as well. A little bit of lower back. Okay, walking the hands in, placing the left hand down, and then the right arm over. Bring that other leg around, soles of the feet together, and just like a little butterfly, yeah? And then just press down on the inside of the thighs. Come up into seated position, taking the arms away from you and just tilt the pelvis. Come back into half a roll back and then up to the top. And again, so only a little movement. Don't come back too far. You'll lose control and the feet will start rolling. So it's just a pelvic tilt. Sideways, yeah? Look at it low, just a little tilt over through the tailbone, base of the spine, and then back up. And again. One more time. Come down, half a roll back. Squeeze those tummy muscles in and lift to the top. Stay here, guys. Take the right arm across and then just push that shoulder in towards your chest. I'm going to change over the other side. Squeeze in. So right the way through the deltoid, so the largest muscle in the shoulder. And as you squeeze through, you feel it down in the deltoid, you also feel it into the scap, right? Into the posterior deltoid as well. So quite the way through. So obviously the further you push in, the deeper the stretch. Place the hands behind you and then open the chest. So lift the chest to ceiling. And then come up to the top. Just cross the legs over, interlink the hands and dropping chin to chest. So stretching out upper back. So all the important muscles, right, so the cranial area, into upper traps, rhomboids and down into the lats. Come up to the head away from the chest, push forward. So stretch those fingers, lift up to the top, and then come over into that lateral flexion. Try and keep both glutes down, yeah? So another thing about coming up, 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 yeah? Think about pushing both down into the mat. And then other side. And again, one more. Over we go. And last one. Bring the hands down in front of you. Okay, just chin to chest just before we finish. Stretch. And release the hands down. Guys, push up to ceiling. Take them out to the side. Take them lower down. Circle back the shoulders. And again, so arm sequence. Lift, open, down,